Today we're going to start talking about how some of the multiplication of fractions and whole number problems that we learned last week can be used in different situations to solve these word problems. So you'll need a pencil and paper or something that you can write on. The Social Studies Club wants to make paper mache globes. To make the paste, each club member will mix 3/4 cups white glue with 1/4 cups water. The club has 9 members. They have 1 quart of water. Is there enough water for everyone? Okay, so the problem tells us that each person is going to need 1/4 of a cup, and there's 9 people, and that they have 1 quart. The first thing we need to do is figure out how many cups are in each quart. So I want you right now to pause this video and look up how many cups are in a quart. Okay, so now you should have figured that out, that 1 quart is equal to 4 cups. So we need to figure out if we need 1/4 cup of water for each person, and there's 9 people. That would be 1/4 cup times 9 people. I'm going to use labels here. Okay, or 9 members. Now, when we did this problem last week, we learned that we can take the 9 and make it 9 wholes times 1/4, top times top, 9, bottom times the bottom, 4, 9/4. This is an improper fraction, so I want you to pause the video so you can turn it into a proper fraction now. Okay, so 4 can go into 9 2 whole times because 2 times 4 is 8, which means there'd be 1 left over to get to 9. Denominator stays the same. So we would need 2 1/4 cups of water for all 9 members. We have a quart, which we said was 4 cups. So is there enough water for everybody? The answer is yes. There is enough water for everybody. We need 2 1/4 cups, and we have a total of 4. Okay, so now we have a couple more questions here. Between what two whole numbers does the number of cups of water needed lie? So we have 2 1/4 cups. Our whole numbers would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So between which two numbers does 2 1/4 go? Well, hopefully you realize 2 1/4, this would be 2 1/2. 2 1/4 would go right between the 2 and 3. How much water is left over after the activity? I want you to pause the video and figure out how you could figure this question out. Okay, well, we started with 4 cups because we had a quart, minus the 2 1/4 cups that we used. Okay, and actually, I want to erase my labels here because I need to borrow. Remember when we did this mixed number subtraction? I can't do no fraction minus this fraction, so I have to borrow. So that 4, I'm going to cross it out and make it a 3. Over here I have fourths. So the 1 that I borrowed turns into 4/4. Now 4/4 minus 1/4 is 3/4. 3 minus 2 is 1. So I have 1 1/4 cups left over. And then one more question. Is there enough water left over for everyone to make another batch of paste? How much did we say we needed for everybody to make? We needed 2 1/4 cups, right? We have 1 3/4 cups left over. Is that enough for everybody to make another batch of paste? 1 3/4, I know that is less than 2 1/4. So the answer is no. We don't have enough for everybody to make another batch of paste. Let's practice another problem. Now we're going to talk about the glue. So the Social Studies Club has 1/2 gallon of white glue. Will there be enough glue for everyone? Let's go back here. Each club member needs 3/4 cup of glue, and there's 9 club members, right? 3/4 cup, 9 members. So this problem that I'm going to do is 3/4 cups times 9 members. But my question says that we have half a gallon. First, we need to figure out 1 gallon is how many cups. I want you to pause the video and look that up right now. Okay, so 1 gallon is 16 cups, which means half a gallon. If we have half a gallon of glue, what is half of 16? Pause the video if you need to. It would be 8. 8 cups of glue in a half gallon. So now I need to figure out if each person needs 3/4 cups. I'm going to take 3/4 times 9 holes. 3/4 for each of the 9 members. 3 times 9 is what? Yep, 27. 4 times 1 is 4. Now what I'd like you to do is turn this into a mixed number. Go ahead and pause the video. So I need to think, how many times can 4 go into 27? I know 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. That's too big, so it looks like 4 can go into 27 6 whole times without going over. 6 times 4 is 24. It'll be 25, 26, 27. 3 left over. Denominator stays the same. So we would need 6 3/4 cups of glue. A half gallon, which is what we have, has 8 cups. Will there be enough glue for everyone? Yes, there will. Between what two whole numbers does the number of cups of glue that are needed lie? So again, think of my whole numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Between what two whole numbers would 6 3/4 be? 6 3/4 would be right between 6 and 7. How much glue was left over? Well, we started with 8 cups. We used 6 3/4. So I'm going to be doing 8 minus 6 3/4. I want you to pause the video and solve that now. Okay, I have to borrow because I can't do nothing minus 3/4. So when I borrow, I'm going to take 1 whole away. Since I'm talking about fourths here, I'm going to make this be 4/4. 4/4 minus 3/4 is 1/4. 7 minus 6 is 1. So I have 1 1/4 cups left over after the activity. With the leftover glue, how many students can make another batch of paste? Each student needs, what did we say? 3/4 cups of paste. So I have 1 1/4 left. I could do 3/4 for one student. Let me add another 3/4 here. 3/4 plus 3/4 is 6/4, which I know 4 goes into 6 1 whole time. There's 2 left over. 1 2/4, but I only have 1 1/4 cups left. So that means only one student could make another batch, because 2 students would be too many, or we would need more glue than we have, I should say. Okay, let's practice a couple more on journal pages 232 and 233, I believe.